Hello everybody, the NAS Blast, back here yet again with another power level ranking tier list here. And today, we're going to be looking at some Breaking Bad characters, scaling them on how powerful they truly are. Now, from different perspectives, some characters might seem stronger or weaker, depending on who you are. But let's go over these tiers real quick so you can understand my brain waves on how I'm functioning on this right now. Top tier is a blue sky god, the most powerful characters in the show. Then below that is Kingpin, also pretty strong, almost top tier but not quite. And next down is Mineral Smasher, characters that are on that level of smashing perhaps maybe minerals. And then mid tiers like NPC, characters that are pretty much just regular people, nothing going for them, just average okay individuals. And then we got the two bottom tiers down here that are actually ass, starting with Junkie tier and then Desert Dirt. Now, going into this, you may think that certain characters might go into Junkie tier, like Jesse, because, you know, he was a junkie, but not quite. Same thing with Walter. He might not go into Kingpin, even though he was a Kingpin. These are just the titles of the tiers here to help establish the power levels. First off, let's start with Hector Salamanca right here. Now, he did get nerfed in the Breaking Bad patch. He was a little bit better in Better Call Saul, but with the wheelchair update, he's gonna have to go into Junkie tier, just because he's not that useful unless you want to, you know, blow somebody up one time. So he's kind of like a trump card almost. Sorry, Hector, you're gonna have to go there. Next up, we got Tuco Salamanca. Now, he is very ruthless. He's very erratic, strong. He's gonna have to go into Kingpin tier. If it wasn't for his mind, his clouded judgment, he might be a blue sky god, who knows? But he is a powerful individual and served as a very strong adversary to the main cast. So, Kingpin for Tuco. Next up, we got his twin cousins or whatever. Don't really know what their names are. They never really mention them. We got a 2-for-1 special down here, actually. 2 in 1 box. Now, they are very powerful. Where the fuck did they go? Oh, here they are. They are very powerful. They have axes. They're good with arms, firearms. I guess their own arms are good too. They're just kind of stupid, but honestly, they're on the same level as Tuco. Same level as Tuco. Maybe stronger. They're probably a little bit stronger than Tuco, let's be honest. Plus, they're like 2 individuals. If they did the fusion dance, could you imagine how strong they would be? Pure bald. Pure baldness. So yeah, Kingpin for them. Mineral Smasher for Tuco. We got Steve Gomez down here. He's a Mineral Smasher. He's above NPC. He's a DEA agent. You know, he knows how to use a gun. The one time he did get in a gunfight, though, he lost, but he's probably going to go on bottom tier Mineral Smasher. This guy, I don't know his name, but this is like the leader. He's like the director of the DEA NPC. We never see him fight, but he's old. He's old and he doesn't do much, but he is a director, but you never see him in an actual fight. So he's going to go NPC tier. Probably same thing with this guy. He's the director of the regular police force or whatever. These guys are like the same tier, NPC tier. Not much to go on. Gretchen. Gretchen is smart, I guess. She is a smart cookie, but she's going to have to go in Junkie tier. I feel like she's less powerful than your average NPC characters. I feel like if she got punched, she would die. So she's going to be on the same level as Hector here. Same level as Hector. And her husband too, Elliot. He's got ear advantage. He's got those flappers on the side of his head, so he could probably have good escape points. But other than that, I mean, he's got money. He's like a fucking millionaire or something. Him and Gretchen are going to go on the same level here. Mostly because I don't like his ears. So, yeah. And then your boy, Ted Beneke. Now, is this before or after the egg update where he turned into an egghead individual? I'm going to say before, but still, he's going to have to go into Desert Dirt. I mean, he is just the most unnecessary, unlevel-headed dude and the most irritating dude probably on the show. So, Desert Dirt, it may honestly be just for Ted Beneke here. So, congratulations, Ted Beneke. You are the weakest link. We're getting to some major characters now. Holy shit. We got 2 right here that are just insanity. Insanity. We'll have to hold off on them. I'm going to put them down here. Bill Burr. He's pretty good. He's top NPC tier, I would say. Tuco, it's hard to rank Tuco. I'm going to have to put him back up in Kingpin. These guys are probably a little bit stronger than Tuco. And then, what was the last person I said? Oh yeah, Bill Burr. Top tier NPC. He doesn't fight, but I don't really know what he does in the show, what his specialty is. But he is there, and he's talking to people. So, decent. Decent, I guess. This chick, it sucks that I don't remember her name. I know she's a big character, especially in Better Call Saul. I don't know her name, but she does more than Bill Burr does. And she's got type advantage. She does have type advantage against like Walt and some of the bigger players in the game. She threatens him from him smashing her window, and he's actually scared about it. So her type advantage is actually going to bring her above Bill Burr and perhaps an even Mineral Smasher. That is a pretty good advantage against some of the top dogs of the game. So yeah, Mineral Smasher for her. Eyebrow Guy. Where shall Eyebrow Guy go? I suspect he's probably going to go in Junkie. His eyebrow power is probably on the same level as Elliot's ear power, but they have money to back up their side effects. So he's going to have to go bottom tier Junkie. Yeah, his greatest asset is he owned a car wash and then he lost it. So yeah, not that great. Not that great. Sorry, Mr. Eyebrow Man. This person, I have no idea. I'll be honest with you, looking at this list, I can recognize most, if not all, yeah, pretty much all the rest of these characters. Don't know who the hell this guy is. Is that the guy that Jesse... I think that's the guy that Jesse bought the RV from, right? NPC tier. Jesse's mom, Junkie tier. Serves her right. Serves her right to be in Junkie tier. I don't like her, even though she's pretty much in the right to do whatever she wants to Jesse, considering he was an actual junkie and cooking some of that special drug stuff in the basement. I don't even know if I can say the magical M word in this video. She will be in Junkie tier, bottom tier Junkie tier. This guy who ran over his daughter, he's the leader of the group that Jesse goes to see to help get over some traumatic stuff. His greatest asset was that he can drunk drive, which is not great. He might have to go into desert dirt. I hate to... Ted Benicke's gonna have to still be at the bottom, but this guy's gonna be in desert dirt. Sorry, dude. I was hoping that Ted Benicke would be the only person in this tier. If that was the case, I would have renamed this to Ted Benicke. But yeah, he's gonna have to go in there. Running over your daughter is a big F- in my book, but yeah, serves you right. And now we got the boys. We got Badger and Skinny Pete. These, you know, typically would be junkies, but you also have to understand that they are the best hitmen on the west of the Mississippi. So that's going to bring them up. They, you know, even with laser pointers, not even a gun, they were still the best. Best of the best. Badger is a little bit less strong than Skinny Pete, and honestly more useful than Bill Burr, I would say. Skinny Pete, gonna go Mineral Smasher, honestly. He was a real one. He gave Jesse that El Camino, his special ride, top tier character development right here. And he also shared a room with Tuco in prison. Powerful stuff, Skinny Pete. Powerful stuff. You are indeed a Mineral Smasher. Now Jane is, I mean, she also had a little bit of a super effectiveness on Walt, but then Walt kind of threw that right back at her and didn't really help her out when she needed it, and ended up, you know, getting kicked from the game. Jane is gonna have to go in, honestly, Junkie tier. She was good at drawing, I guess. She helped Jesse out, and she was good against Walt for a little bit, so that because of that, she's gonna go above Gretchen and Elliot. But Hector still has that one super spirit bomb type move, Andrea, which was Jesse's second girlfriend. I'd say she was a little bit more powerful than Jane. She's like NPC tier. Her weakness was a bullet to the head, but I feel like that's a lot of people's weakness. We got Combo. He's the weakest of the Jesse group, considering he's the only one that got murked. Combo wasn't very strong. He's going to go above Jane and under Hector. Crazy 8. Now, when it comes to these tier lists right here, I may end up doing a Better Call Saul tier list all on its own, so I'm not really going to count anything from that show. So this is purely going based off of the original Breaking Bad show. Crazy 8 didn't do much. You know, he knows how to work the game a little bit, I guess, but he does end up getting murked by season 1 fucking Jesse and Walt, which season 1 Jesse and Walt aren't strong pretty much at all. They are very weak. So, sorry, Crazy 8. You will go above these random characters right here. And then minus the police chiefs. So you will be NPC class. This is... But this... What was her name? Like Blowy or something? I don't know. But she... she might be junkie class. I'll put her above Eyebrow Dude and Jesse's mom. She was useful. So I'll give her that. Gale. Gale, where are you gonna go? You can make some mean coffee, and you're pretty smart. But you're kind of like a little elf man. I don't know what your deal is. You're kind of a weirdo. NPC class. See, there's going to be a lot of NPC and junkie classes. That's like the main tiers here. And then the specialty characters are the ones that will either go below or above. We still have not reached Blue Sky God, and Gale definitely is not that. So, Gale will be... He'll go here. He's got an amazing singing voice, and he can make good coffee. That's like his best attributes. This guy, okay, so these are two of Gus's henchmen right here, his main henchmen boys, besides Mike Urban Trout. This Tyrus, yeah, Tyrus and Victor. Tyrus and Victor. They're both like the same level. I'd say they're mineral smashers. Above her, above Steve Gomez. Below Skinny Pete, because Skinny Pete is a real one. I'd say Tyrus is a little bit more strong than this guy, because he does not get sliced up by a box cutter in the end. He does get taken out, though, by a self-destructing Hector. But some of the, you know, another one of the strongest characters gets taken out that way, too. So it's not that much of a minus points. So he will go here, behind your boy Skinny Pete, the master. Let's get this guy out of here. Who the hell even is this? This is, like, Jack's right-hand man, Lenny, maybe? He looks like a Lenny. I mean, he knows how to fire a gun, I guess. He'll go here. I'd trust Combo more than this guy if he was on my team. Let's be honest. This guy seems like he would really turn on you. This guy right here, he was like a Mexican part of the cartel or whatever. I'm not sure exactly what his job was. Bolsa. Yeah, his name was Bolsa. So he's not really powerful. NPC. I know he's got some sway in the cartel. But he's not really like, you never really see him shoot a gun. You don't see him fight anybody. He's just big talk. And he's actually kind of stupid, seeing as he's like the only one that was vouching for Gus. And Gus was the one like ruining the entire cartel business. So if it wasn't for the fact that he had high status in the cartel, he would be like probably bottom tier. But he's probably a little bit smarter than these guys, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Don Eladio. Now, Don Eladio, I'm going to say, is Kingpin class, because he is the head of the snake that is the cartel. I feel like he's a little bit more intimidating. I don't know, Tuco's intimidating. He's not the head of the cartel, but we never got to see what he would act like with the rest of the cartel members. He kind of died prematurely, in my opinion. When it comes to physical ability and power, I feel like the twins are, like, probably a top tier. If there's another character on this list named, like, Lalo or something, he probably would have been, like, the best player in the cartel game. I'll put Don Eladio here. The twins are pretty stupid, I would say, but Don Eladio has the brains. He has the kind of the brawn. He has a swimming pool. Pretty good Kingpin class. Whoever the hell this guy is, he's the one. The only thing this guy has going for him is that he's the one that says, "You're Eisenberg," and then Walter's like, "You're goddamn right I am." So, yeah, this guy is going to be, like, NPC almost. He's got a cool leather jacket. He'll go here. Lydia is, I mean, she's kind of smart, but she's also a weasel. She weasels her way around a little bit. NPC. Now, Todd. Todd is a very capable individual. He's also a psycho. But in this game, Psycho kind of gets you places, you know? Now, we're talking about Skinny Todd and not Fat Todd from El Camino. We're talking about Prime Breaking Bad Todd. Even though Fat Towel was actually kind of scary too, if not maybe a little bit scarier. I guess I'll count this as both Fat and Skinny Todd. I don't know if I call him Kingpin, but he's definitely a mineral smasher. Put him here. Yeah, between the Gus Gang and Steve Gomez, I'll put him there. He accomplishes a lot. And he doesn't hesitate. So, I mean, I guess that's good for him. That is good for him. Skylar White. I am Skylar White, yo. She is an NPC. Her best feat, actually, is that she's super effective against Walt and also Ted Beneke. Skylar White is gonna have to go into NPC class. Probably above this chick, above whoever the random dude is. Yeah, she'll go there. Jack. Uncle Jack. The head of the Skinhead Gang. I'll put him above in Kingpin class, because he's got a lot of shit. You gotta understand, you know, people probably don't like him as a character, but he did do, like, the greatest heist in, like, the show's history, if not, like, in the canon world of Breaking Bad. He killed, like, 10 individuals in prison at the same time, in, like, different prisons. So he put all that together. That was pretty banging. Honestly, he might be above Tuco. So I think Uncle Jack, and he is the in-game boss. He is the Kid Boo of the Breaking Bad world. He might not be the most well-liked or best villain, but he is the in-game boss. So for that, Kingpin is good for Jack. Walt Jr., now, he's not very fast. He's not quick or stealthy, but he does have that awe factor to him. He's got untapped potential, and he's also got those crutches that can be used as weapons. So he's gonna go Mineral Smasher. He's gonna be down here, below Steve Gomez, but he's got untapped potential. He's like Gohan. He's like Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. Maybe one of these days we'll get a Breaking Bad sequel to where he goes bald and he starts Breaking Bad. But instead of selling the good stuff, the good blue stuff, he starts selling breakfast. All right, now we're getting down to it. We are really getting down to it. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. This is Ed, I think, the Disappearer. He's got good funds. He's got a good organization going. I'd say he's probably NPC, but close to top NPC class. He's good at just getting people around and making them disappear. That's pretty good. You know, because of that, I'm going to get him actually in Mineral Smasher. He's going to be above Walt Jr., below Steve Gomez. Seems like a good spot for him. Marie, her main talent is stealing and thievery. She's about the same level as Skylar. I think I'll put Skylar above her, though. Hank. Where shall Hank go? Hank is definitely capable. He is the most capable DEA or any kind of like police agent we've seen on the show. He survives a lot of stuff. He survives getting like shot 80 times in the spine. That's a pretty good feat. And then he ends up walking again. You know, who would have thought he'd walk after that? He also survived an explosion. He also punches Walt in the face. He is kind of smart, but he's also kind of dumb, you know. Walt was underneath his nose the entire time. Unless the Hank in Kingpin class, and he annihilates the twins. Okay, you know what? I completely forgot about that. I know they shot him in the spine 80 times, but he still defeated them. So Hank, honestly, is probably Kingpin class. He kills these guys. He defeats Tuco. He does not defeat him, but he kind of also had the odds stacked against them, fighting like 30 dudes. Hank Schrader is a Kingpin, and I would probably die on that hill. Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul is going to go in. He's a smart guy. He's a very good lawyer, I guess, but he's also the type of lawyer guilty people hire. And we're mostly looking at Breaking Bad Saul, which is the most corrupt version of Saul. We go in Mineral Smasher, I guess. I guess he's a little bit better than Skinny Pete. A little bit better than Skinny Pete. He will go in Mineral Smasher above all these guys, just because he's the most useful. He has a lot of resources. He's got good plans. You don't really want to get on his bad side because he knows a lot of strong people like a little guy down here. But yeah, Mineral Smasher for Better Call Saul. Gus is also a Kingpin. Gus is the most smart dude on the show. Realistically, he is the smartest. Maybe. There's one other person down here that might be like rival to his smarts. But business smart is his main thing. very good at building a corporation over 20 years. And nobody knew up until like Gail Bedecker got annihilated. Then they were on his trail. But up until that point, dude, nobody knew. And he was in the pockets of the DEA too. He was friends with them. So Gus, his one weakness was an explosive Hector. But other than that, dude, like, they were not gonna beat him. So yeah, Kingpin Gus, your buddy Jesse, and we're gonna talk about Jesse throughout the entire show. Season 5 Jesse is a lot different from Season 1 Jesse. So we're gonna go based off of in-game Jesse. All the stuff he's been through, all the stuff he's done. He's good at using a gun. He's killed a few cartel members. He's smart. He was able to piece together the whole Heisenberg plot with the ricin and all that. I'm surprised Brock isn't on this list. Brock should have been on here. Jesse is definitely not NPC. I would say he's Mineral Smasher. Mineral Smasher. Top tier Mineral Smasher Jesse. He's stronger than Saul. Probably not as smart, but he also was super effective against Saul. Busted through Saul's office with that unpredictability factor and just decided to hold it up. Gunpoint. Huel had no power. One of the most powerful individuals is Huel down here, and he had no power against Jesse at that point. But Huel also, you have to understand that Huel is not at his peak power. The entire time, he doesn't really care what's going on. He's just there to get paid. If he were to try, who knows? Who knows how much power Huel would have? If Huel actually tried and tapped into more than 10% of his abilities, imagine how powerful he would have been. Bottom tier Kingpin. And I won't go more into that. You're just gonna have to trust me on that one. And then here we go. The final contestants down here. Heisenberg. Now, Walter White Heisenberg is very smart. That is his main thing with that giant-ass noggin of his. He takes out the entirety of Jack's gang. He defeated the Kingpin, known as Gus Fring. He's gonna have to go top-tier Kingpin. Top-tier Kingpin is Walter White Heisenberg. Almost unbeatable. That is until we get Finger. Actually, yeah, I'll put Heisenberg and Finger, Mike Ehrmantraut, and Blue Sky God. I was wanting only one character in Blue Sky God, but I gotta have both of them. Just because Walt did off Mike. And then threw him in the river or whatever, or put him in the trunk of his car and made him disappear. But that was only because Mike had a lot going on, you know. He had a lot. And he was not expecting Walt to just break bad. You know, who would have thought that Walt would break bad? But he is the most talented individual in the entire show. The boldest individual. And that's saying a lot. There's a lot of bald characters in this show. But he holds the title as the Bald King. The Blue Sky God. And Walt is the one that actually makes the blue sky. So he's got to be Blue Sky God too. They're both on equal level. What Walt has in book smarts, Mike also makes up for street smarts. They are the yin and yang of the illegal drug world. So I think, you know, that wraps it up. This is the list. This is the tier list of the power levels in Breaking Bad, as if they are listed as Dragon Ball Z characters or some sort. I wouldn't take this list too seriously. This is a list I just wanted to make because I want to have a little bit of fun and upload a video on my channel. In the meantime, while I'm working on some major analysis videos. So yeah, if you want to see what video game analysis I'm working on right now, you can go check out the second channel at the NAST Cast. Whatever videos I'm uploading or have uploaded recently, you can count on an analysis video coming out shortly after that. If you want to check that out, go to the second channel. Anyways, this was a ranking video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back for some more videos soon, and I hope you guys have a nasty night. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.